Alright, hello guys, we have a Veterra Rock Crawler here. We're gonna do a little bit of upgrade. Stock. We're gonna put a traxxas engine in here. Of course, we have to make some modifications. Probably move the battery tray a little more back because the motor it is longer. So let's see how that goes. Right now I'm gonna start putting the motor apart and probably remove this from here. So right now we're removing the dry shaft. Actually, we don't know how this is gonna turn on. We usually do this on the red cats, swapping the engines. But right now this is a not Everest, my bad. It's a Veterra Rock Crawler. So it's actually our first time doing this. Alright. So dry shafts. Should be almost done. Now it's time to remove chassis. Seems like it's just 4 screws. Well, we're gonna use 2.2s. Right now we're just trying to remove the transmission so we can work better in the outside. Alright, so you just need 4 screws and it's out. So we just remove 4 screws from the bottom chassis and it pop out. So we're just gonna put that truck in the side and now we're gonna start working in this area. Alright, first before we start working on this, we're gonna clean up the transmission case and the gears. This doesn't play with the sand, so sand is not good for RCs or any metal. It rusts most of the time. Alright, so we're gonna clean up here just a little bit. Just remove all the sand he has right now. Alright, time to remove the engine. Let me just move the camera. No, there we go. Right, so we're gonna remove this engine and we're gonna use, I believe, a 2.5 millimeter. Yeah, 2.5. Alright. And the engine should be out right away. And the 1.5 millimeter hex to remove the pinion. Yeah. Remove the whole pin. Sometimes it's really rusty. Let me get it flat. There we go, and it's out. So we'll just remove that. We don't need this engine no more. I'm gonna put the traxxas 3785 10 number. Alright, so we already have the motor here. Trying to put it here. Every time you're gonna put some screws on it, make sure thread lock, thread lock, thread lock. Don't go crazy on them, just do a little bit. Don't go super crazy and put a bunch of them down. When you want to remove the screws, you're gonna have some hard time. So we're gonna put here. And then we're gonna put this one here. Alright. So now we're gonna put the pinion back.
Success is the best for
We're also gonna put a drop of thread lock. So 1.5.
Finally, a Lamborghini that I can put my kids in the back of. It was named after a famous bullfighter story. First Lamborghini apparently loves free things.
Done. Now we're gonna set up the mesh here. Make sure it's not too tight. There should be a small gap between the pinion and the spray gear.
Lamborghini was well and truly off to the races with a great product lineup, the hottest battery.
There is the 2.5.
But somehow, for all his success, Dr. Man had forgotten to make a profit.
You should want to put a pinion in the spray gear. We have a clicking noise that's moving with the spray gear. It's moving without moving the pinion.
Things only got worse when 1972 the oil prices dropped. Gas was a supercar's option. Having proven that until Ferrari that he could make great cars, tired of wrestling with all the financial problems,
So it's set.
selling his remaining stake to the man friend of his.
Alright, now it's time to install the transmission motor to the car. I'm just gonna do a quick cleaning here. Of course, we're using Dremel. Clean this one. Alright, so for a fact we know we have to remove the battery, where the battery goes, because once you want to sit this motor here, let me remove, push this back. You're gonna have some trouble making it fit. See? So we have to remove this one. We're gonna use 2mm to remove it. We're gonna put the transmission first, then maybe we're gonna move this battery case up here. We're having a hard time to make it fit. Just remove it. So it's already out. We're gonna try to make some modifications to make it fit right here, so the transmission can sit perfectly right here. All right. Probably gonna drill 2 holes and just put a longer screw, and you're gonna add more weight to the front, which is good for rock climbing. So when I was installing the transmission, I saw this one's gonna be an obstacle, so we're gonna cut this one out. Then we're just gonna drill the holes here, and that should be done. And now, of course, we're gonna do a test run to see how it works. We're also gonna upgrade the tires for 2.2s. So we're also gonna do that. So I will show you some picture and video how it runs. Alright guys, so we already moved the battery up here. Alright, so now we have the battery here. The transmission fits perfectly. The only thing we need right now, we're just gonna do a little more. We're gonna solder another connection because you see it's too short. So we're gonna solder 2-inch more of wire, and that should be done. Right now we're just gonna change the tires and we're gonna do a test run. It's faster now.
A whole lot faster.